All right, let's get right into it. Ready to expose the sweet little lies on American grocery store shelves? Number 10, granola. The healthy breakfast or just crumbled cookies in disguise. That granola you proudly sprinkle over your Greek yogurt every morning? Congratulations, you just started your day with a bowl of sugar in disguise. Granola has been masterfully marketed as healthy, natural, and high fiber. But the cold, hard truth is, it's a dessert masquerading as a breakfast food. To create those tempting, crunchy oat clusters, manufacturers have to use a ton of oil and sweeteners. Usually sugar, high fructose corn syrup, or honey, which we'll get to later. A tiny half-cup serving of granola can pack up to 25 grams of sugar and 400 calories. That's equivalent to a full-size Snickers bar or almost 2 glazed donuts from Dunkin'. And because of its healthy halo, your brain gives you permission to eat more. Oh, this is good for me. One more scoop won't hurt. In the end, your bowl of granola contains more sugar and calories than a bowl of your kids' Fruit Loops. They even throw in dried fruit, which are basically just nature's sugar candies. Next time, remember, you'd be better off with an honest-to-goodness slice of whole wheat toast with peanut butter. Number 9, bottled smoothies and smoothie shops. The liquid calorie trap. You want to drink your veggies, so you pop into a place like Jamba Juice or Smoothie King, order a giant Mega Green Detox, and feel like a health god. Hold on. That innocent-looking green smoothie is actually a sugar bomb waiting to detonate. The base of most commercial smoothies isn't fresh vegetables, but fruit juice concentrate, fruit purees, or even frozen yogurt and sherbet. All of these are massive sources of sugar. A large smoothie can easily contain 70 to 100 grams of sugar. For perspective, a can of Coca-Cola has about 39 grams. You're basically drinking the sugar equivalent of nearly 3 cans of Coke in one sitting. They advertise boosts with fancy-sounding powders like spirulina or wheatgrass, but in such tiny amounts they're negligible, while the main event is still sugar, sugar, and more sugar. The precious fiber from the whole fruits and veggies? Most of it has been pulverized or removed. You're paying $8 for a glorified fruit milkshake with great PR. If you want a smoothie, make it at home. At least you'll know what's actually in it. Number 8, Veggie Straws, potato chips in a veggie costume. Those colorful snack straws with pictures of fresh spinach, tomatoes, and potatoes on a bag? This snack is about as healthy as binge-watching TV all day. You buy them for your kids, thinking they're at least getting some vegetables. This is one of the most brilliant scams in the food industry. Flip the bag over and read the ingredients. The first things you'll see are potato flour, potato starch, cornstarch. Where are the actual vegetables? Oh, they're at the bottom of the list as spinach powder or tomato powder, making up a minuscule percentage, just enough to add color and legally justify the name Veggie Straws. Nutritionally, they have nearly the same amount of calories, fat, and sodium as a regular bag of Lay's potato chips. Any fragile vitamins and nutrients from the vegetables were completely annihilated during the high-heat processing. You're paying a premium for artistically shaped potato chips with smarter marketing. Number 7, light or fat-free salad dressing, the hidden enemy. You made the effort to choose a green salad over a burger. The final step to complete your diet meal? Drenching it in fat-free ranch or light Italian dressing. You've just single-handedly sabotaged your own good intentions. Here's a golden rule of the food industry. When they take something out, like fat, they have to add something else in to make it taste good. And that something else is almost always sugar, corn syrup, and salt. A 2 tablespoon serving of fat-free dressing can contain more sugar than an Oreo cookie. Healthy fats, like those in extra virgin olive oil, actually help your body absorb the fat-soluble vitamins from your greens, vitamins A, D, E, and K. By choosing the fat-free option, you're not only loading up on sugar, but also hindering your body's ability to get nutrients from the salad itself. A little olive oil and vinegar is a much wiser and tastier choice. Number 6, multigrain bread, the master of disguise. You're at the bread aisle, choosing between plain white bread and an artisanal-looking brown loaf labeled multigrain. You pick multigrain, feeling like you've made a smart choice. You've likely been duped. Multigrain, simply means that the bread is made with more than one type of grain. It does not mean those grains are whole grains. Manufacturers can use refined white flour, the worst kind, as the primary ingredient, then mix in a few oats or other seeds to legally call it multigrain. The classic trick is to add a bit of molasses or caramel coloring to give the bread a dark, earthy brown color, creating the illusion of health. The only way to not get fooled is to read the ingredient label carefully. If the first ingredient doesn't say 100% whole wheat or 100% whole grain, put it down. You're just paying more for white bread in a brown costume. Number 5. Agave nectar, high fructose corn syrup in a natural costume. About a decade ago, agave nectar burst onto the scene as the savior for the health-conscious sweet tooth. It's plant-based, sounds natural, and has a low glycemic index. Health food stores and coffee shops displayed it proudly. But the truth behind it is far worse than plain old sugar. Commercial agave nectar undergoes intense chemical and high-heat processing that destroys any potential benefits from the agave plant. The final product is a super-concentrated syrup that is up to 85% fructose. That's a higher percentage than high-fructose corn syrup, HFCS, which is only about 55% fructose. Our liver is the only organ that can metabolize fructose in large amounts. When it's overloaded, the liver turns the fructose into fat, leading to fatty liver disease, insulin resistance, and a host of other metabolic problems. You're essentially choosing a sweetener that is even more stressful on your liver than public enemy number 1, HFCS. Number 4. Protein bars. A Snickers bar in a gym jacket. Protein bars are the ultimate convenience food for gym goers and busy people. But the vast majority of protein bars on the market are just cleverly re-engineered candy bars. To mask the bitter taste of protein powder and create a palatable texture, manufacturers load them with sugar alcohols, and artificial sweeteners. A single, compact-looking protein bar can contain up to 30 grams of sugar, the same as a can of soda. Even the low-sugar ones are problematic. They use sugar alcohols like maltitol or erythritol, which can cause serious digestive issues like gas and bloating for many people. The ingredient list often reads like a chemistry essay, full of various syrups, partially hydrogenated oils, and fillers. You're essentially eating a hyper-processed product wrapped in a marketing campaign of muscles and performance. Unless you're an athlete who needs an immediate post-workout refuel, you're much better off with a banana and a handful of almonds. Number 3. Packaged coconut water, tropical-flavored sugar water. The image of a yoga model sipping coconut water post-practice is burned into our collective consciousness. Coconut water is hailed as Mother Nature's miracle hydrator, packed with electrolytes. This is true if you're cracking open a young green coconut and drinking it fresh. The stuff in the carton you bought at Whole Foods is another story. Many major brands use coconut water from mature coconuts, which is less tasty and less nutritious. Worse, they often dilute it with plain water, then add natural coconut flavor, a vague marketing term, and a heap of sugar to make it more palatable. Some products can contain up to 20 to 25 grams of sugar per bottle, turning your hydration drink into a sugary beverage. Real, fresh coconut water tastes quite mild, slightly salty, and not overly sweet. If what you're drinking tastes like liquid candy, it's likely been enhanced. Always check the label. If the ingredients list anything other than 100% coconut water, you're probably paying a high price for sugar water. Number 2. The 0G trans fat labeling loophole. You feel safe when you see 0G trans fat per serving on a package of cookies, margarine, or microwave popcorn. This is one of the biggest FDA regulatory loopholes that the food industry exploits to the fullest. The law allows companies to claim 0G if a product contains less than 0.5 grams of trans fat per serving. The trick? They define a serving as an absurdly small amount. For example, 3 cookies when you know you'll eat a dozen, or 1 tablespoon of coffee creamer when you use 3. Let's say 1 serving of cookies has 0.49 g of trans fat. The label will say 0G. But when you eat 4 cookies, you've just ingested nearly 2 g of the worst possible fat for your arteries. The only way to know the truth is to read the ingredient list. If you see the words partially hydrogenated oil, that product contains trans fat, no matter what the front of the package says. Number 1. Cold-pressed juice. What is that $12 savior, really? This is the pinnacle of deception in the wellness world. Vibrant, colorful bottles of cold-pressed juice are sold at exorbitant prices, promising to detox, rejuvenate, and energize you. You feel like you're doing the best possible thing for your body by drinking one. In reality, you're drinking an expensive glass of sugar water. The cold pressing process does preserve more vitamins than traditional juicing, but it also removes nearly all of one of the most crucial components, fiber. Fiber is what slows down the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream. Without it, the natural sugar from the 5 apples and 2 carrots in that one bottle hits your bloodstream all at once, causing a massive blood sugar spike, followed by a devastating energy crash. Essentially, your body doesn't distinguish between that apple carrot juice and a glass of sugar water. The idea of a detox is also complete pseudoscience. Your liver and kidneys already do that for free 24/7. You're paying $12 for water, a few vitamins, and a massive dose of sugar, while throwing away the best part of the fruits and vegetables, the fiber. Want to be truly healthy? Eat an apple. It's cheaper, has more fiber, and doesn't need a massive marketing team. And that's a wrap. Hope you're feeling a little more enlightened. Always be a smart consumer. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next takedown.